Hey yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Toy here. This will be video on floor 9 and let's see if I can get a 9 stars accordingly. So one of the teams that you usually use is this because it is just highly effective on killing just about anything. I'm going to use Childe just for a showcase and then use Ningguang accordingly because she's one of my damage dealers all along. So as for the next part, we kind of want to have Barbara in there for that extra damage, but yeah, let's just go with that Barbara because she will allow me to do an insane amount of damage and that will allow me to kill the second floor super fast. So let's check it out. We gotta go elemental skills on this, and one of the funny things is this team actually runs a composition with a Childe on support. So you run in, use that, and then go in over here and look at that, a massive amount of extra damage, because whenever you kill anything with this team, it means there's a lot of extra water damage coming out. It is just insane, guys. It is just insane. So once you do that, once again, pop that little bit EQ, once again, shoot the arrow, get everything that Riptide, because we don't have anything else in terms of damage from Childe. So that on itself is just absolutely massive. So once I go back in here, grab the extra damage, and if I then whoop these things, all of the Riptide damage is proccing. It's absolutely insane. So that is one of the ways where you can run Childe even on Constellation 0. It's absolutely enormous. So once again, Q up, run into E, and then grab that little bit of energy for Ningguang and then burst anything to the ground. Absolutely hideous damage. Gotta make sure I don't die because these things will fire off some things from downtown, but either way, we got ourselves that Ningguang, get that little bit of healing in, and then cook the rest of this up. Also, this is quite similar, but this time we have more of these electro charged dudes and a little bit more fire dudes, so it might be better to run it at the other team, but either way, it just works with whatever. Another fun thing that I tried is actually electro charge these things and then have more super conduct coming from Barbara. But still, the Luke is still one of my mans, 100 grand. Does a lot of damage. If I do hit, however. Little useless switching because I can, and I didn't have any game plan for that one. Either way, try super conduct something. And once that is over, we pop this lady back in. Make sure I do as much damage as humanly possible, and then I'll have to switch back because this lady will need to do the rest of that. Stop jumping on me! Get that small heal back again. Now, funny enough, if I could super conduct or overload or vaporize or whatever, it's still all good. And there you go. Within 5 minutes, this is probably one of the easiest ones. As for the next one, this is probably where I like Jean the most, because when I run this, I can just open this dude up, get all of the extra energy in, and this is the perk of running double Anemo. It makes it so easy, so easy to get yourself all of the energy required to keep spamming Venti Q. Once again, enormous amounts of damage. Gene up once again, probably not the best way to spam it, but here you go once again for that little bit of extra. Unfortunately, I don't have that Q yet, but here goes. Bye. So here we go. We put this one up, put that one up, and have ourselves once again full energy to do whatever. Pop this Q once again. Fortunately, probably didn't hit everybody, but then we have this lady once again. The only downside of having Tartaglia in a certain form like this, it doesn't do as much damage as I could potentially do otherwise. So here we go once again, run in. So this is support Childe, ladies and gentlemen. So if you pull them and think like, oh my god, he needs Constellation 6 to be absolutely busted, well, I believe that to be true, but either way, he really does well anyway. Now when this lady comes in, all you gotta do is do some fall damage. There you go. Because that stuff is absolutely busted. So once this thing runs out, you just grab this fall damage once again. Oh, she tried to run away. I saw that. No, this time I didn't have my Q up. Or didn't have my E up, but whatever. And look at that, she's the first one to die. Beautiful. And there you go, save up a little bit of cooldowns. As for this one, this thing is supposed to die pretty fast. So official's in there, Barbara buff is in there, hopefully. If not, this might end up very soft. But either way, as long as I kill this cryo dude super fast, then we have a little less of an issue. Only downside is, with Barbara use, it does not help all the time. So Diluc will have to kill this ice dude, or at least his shield if possible. If it can't, we might have another problem. There you go, that one is dead. And I still have up to 5 minutes, so I got 2 minutes to kill just about anything. This is the reason why I picked Kaya over here, and that is purely because this cryo dude. Not the cryo dude, the thunder dude. But I gotta make sure to keep myself healed up. Funny enough, if you pop Fisher with a Barbara, it does have killing potential. Don't ask me what, why, or how, but it does work. Get ourselves healed up for the next ones. Kill the Geodude, and it's a pretty solid yet interesting way to kill these things. So for that singular reason, I'll have to readjust the teams, and one of the reasons why I like this team to do as much damage as it does because of the overload damage. So what I do is I run this, Razor, Jean, and this guy. Now one of the luxuries of this team is I have both a Jean and a Bennett up there, which means that Razor can just pop the cherry on this dude whatsoever. So I just open up Bennett and I just let this dude just stand over there. We have to deal with this dude's massive shield. There we go, shield is over. And since he is nearly dying, great, we got ourselves some Jean, and Jean will allow him to stand in just wherever I want him to stand. Get a little bit of that energy back, and here you go once again. Dude is already quarter dead. If anything, I will have to do more damage if I really want to kill him fast enough, but that stuff happens from time to time, which is funny, but not as great as you could potentially get it. Either way, get a little bit of electrocution down. Get Bennett up there, Razor, and here we go, maximum damage. Very interesting way of fighting this big guy. And there you go. And then I have about 1.5 minutes left to kill this dude completely. The only downside is Razor almost died. And we gotta make sure that we take advantage of all the overload damage that we can do. So I should have re-rolled or re-put and switched to Bennett more often. That way I could have done way more damage. So I could actually wait with buffing myself up like that, but if I can kill one of the first ones super fast, then that might be worth it too. So I need to kill it within the 7th minute. So I gotta get as much overload damage as humanly possible. 31 seconds, and here you go, watch the show, it's over, baby. And there you go. Okay, so that's basically it for floor 9. Hope you find this helpful. If you did, make sure to like and sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.